Okay, so here is the greenhouse slash high tunnel. I'll try to make this quick so I won't have any problems uploading it. But just see how we did the wiggle wire. Put the 6mm plastic. We just had some tracks to attach the boards, and then we did the wiggle wire to put on the plastic. I had cousin Rob make me a split door. This is out of what they call hardy panel. It's like a cement door, and I have an outside lock as well, and just one of these little flip locks. The door does split like that, and I have an inside lock for when I go in and want to keep the dogs out. It is still in the making, but this is really like the way we did it. If we ever needed to convert this to like a tiny house, the structure is already started. We use cement, and we use some good wood along the edge as well. It's very windy, so sorry about that. I want to also show you where we put the PVC pipe inside of the PVC pipe. That is about 1.5 feet down in the ground, and then we put the PVC pipe inside of that, and we screwed it in there double time, just because we do get some high winds here in this part of Texas. And as you can see, we did what I'm calling 3 backbones to support, and we've got some corners that I will be using for a future purpose, but it does help hold the frame the way we want it. I have 2 exhaust fans, one on each end, another party plank door. It is not split, but it does lock only from the inside. It does not have a lock on the outside, and that's just the way I wanted it. And right now, I am prettying up as I go. Right now, I just actually picked up another raised bed today. It's 2 by 6 by 2. I have the ones from Tractor Supply, was the first one. And then I ended up getting the ones that were more economical for my wallet at Home Depot. They were in our area $169 versus $229. I am also using the water grid system. This is my herb bed here, and the water grid system does use square foot gardening, but I don't have a rectangular raised bed. It is oval shaped, which I like, and it still works. You can always adjust each of these square foot spaces so that you're not wasting any water. They sort of turn, so you can move the water so it's not leaking out. And I have them daisy linked. I am using the garden grid from Garden in Minutes, and I have another one on the way for this bed, but I'm just waiting for my husband to have some time to fill it up. I'm using the hugelkultur method to fill up my beds, as you can see in my other videos. Right here, I have some baby grapevines that did pretty good. They overwintered. I'm keeping them in the middle. And the reason why I want plants in the middle is because I don't have to be on both sides of these raised beds. They're only 2 feet wide, and that's good because I'm only 5 feet tall, so I can reach across. But in between, anyway, I'm going to have plants. That way it will soak up any extra water that comes from the bottom of the raised beds. Just because I wanted to, I did put some indeterminate tomatoes in grow bags at the end of each of the grow bags. And I need to get some basil out of my herb garden and put in this one because I have basil in the other 2. Oh, and I also have some ground cherries in 2 of the bags there. I have my first round of peppers in here. This is chamomile, and my variety of lettuce. So I believe I need to have lettuce today. This was my second bed, so everything in here is sort of like succession sowed. This was my very first bed, so that's why it looks like so lush. I do come in here and make sure to check for bugs. I have not had any bug problems. As you can see, this romaine is awesome. I picked the bottom leaves to eat with, and today I guess I need to come out here and pick some more. Spinach is doing well, and that's just, you know, the beauty and the beast. Today I sort of played around and picked up some white marble and marble rocks, or whatever they call it, and I am laying those around each of the beds, and I just think that looks nice, and that's the look that I'm going for. I'm also layering these raised beds. These, I didn't really get it quite right. You can stand these connectors up because I daisy linked these garden grid water systems. You can lay these down or you can stand them up. I really prefer to lay them down, but I wasn't thinking about it when I first laid these 3 raised beds, so they're not quite 2 feet apart. As you can see, this one's up about 1 inch off the ground, but you know, nothing's gonna be perfect. But anyway, this one is indeed 2 feet apart, and that way I can decide if I want the connector part to lay down on the gravel or stand up. It's up to me, and I like it laying down because I just, you know, it'll cut the clutter. But it's too late for those, and I don't expect my husband to move these beds by 1 inch when it's full of logs and soil. But anyway, as I continue to budget out, and I don't know, I'm gonna probably get 1, 2, 3, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 7 on each side, or I may, you know, just do one more and do something with that back space. But you know, it's your space. If you decide to come up and do your own DIY like we did, we looked at several videos and came up with this. Now, on the outside, I did put, this is going to be a future roll-up, which really future is probably in the next couple of weeks. I got to figure out how they're going to roll this up, and this will stay up for the rest of the season until late fall, I guess. But this has screen on the inside so that I can leave the roll-up for the rest of the warm season. This screen will keep out critters and bugs, and I actually did this myself. It's just window screen, and most days I leave the top door open just to let air in here, because it can get pretty toasty in here. But once we get the electricity, the fans will pop on. I believe the fans will also, I'll have a switch on the inside of the house as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. You know, we don't have a lot of time to be off, so I know look at these videos, it seems like they just did it in the weekend, and some people did, but we both work full time. And my husband's cousin, he works as well, and we took advantage of the time when he had, you know, had some time off from work, so we was able to get this done. But it took us at least a couple of months to put this all together with the time we had. We started early, and I'm very happy with this. Eventually, once I'm finished, I'm just trying to beautify each area as I go. When I'm done, there will be white gravel all the way through here. But I believe down in the middle, I'm going to keep it open because this is where my future tomato row and okra are going to go down the middle. And they are going to hook up to the top with string to keep them nice and straight. And we are also planning on putting a cattle panel against this wooden part right here, this pole. And we are wanting to trellis cucumbers. So I have already started some cucumbers. Sorry for the background noise, it's windy. I've already started some cucumbers on the edge here, and they are going to go on a cattle panel that will probably come up all the way to over this side of this second bed. So this cattle panel is going to come over a bed and a half, and that way we'll have cucumbers growing up and over. I don't want to waste any space. All this space above is going to be used in some kind of fashion. It just depends on my vision. But anyway, I hope you all are having a beautiful Sunday, as I am hot and sweaty but joyful with the work. And stay tuned for the next one. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do this by step, again, you know, how we built it like some people do. But a lot of people just wanted the basic details just to see, you know, what we did. And that's really what this is about. I know I'm sort of handy. My husband is sort of handy with tools and stuff. Our cousin, now he's a master carpenter. He's got it going on. So he really helped us, and we learned from him, and some things, you know, we did by ourselves. But really, between the three of us collectively, we did that. Anyway, have a good day. Let's talk about it and grow about it. Time is really pressing, y'all. Please get your victory gardens in. Have a good night from Eagle Blue Farms.